Okay, we're here. Welcome, everybody. It's your pal, Uncle Bruce here. Welcome to Stock Markets with Uncle Bruce. Nice to have you around. It's Friday, option expiry day today. Every Friday, of course, is option expiry day for most equities, all equities. It's the 17th of January now. The 17th of January. Oh my God. Is this the third Friday of the month? I think it is. I think this is the third Friday of January. Just to emphasize things. Yes, this is the third Friday of January. A lot of contracts are expiring today. Every third Friday of every month is the most active month for options expiry. And so there should be a lot of trading today and a lot of volatility today. So far this morning, the direction is higher for the markets. So far, the markets are trending higher. We lost 68 yesterday on the Dow, but we're up 240 at the moment in the pre-market. That's about 0.55 of a percentage point. We're up about 2/3 of a point on the S&P 500. It's up 37 3/4. And then NASDAQ is up almost a full percentage point, 0.9091 now, 0.91, still climbing, up 192. So we got all three of these markets going higher. We have crude oil down 34 cents at 78.37, 78.40, something like that. So we're watching that as usual. There's the story at the moment for the indexes. Certain stocks are doing better than others this morning, but generally the atmosphere is a positive one so far pre-market Friday, Jan 17, 2025. I'm looking at Rocket Lab up 34 cents. It actually is climbing, even though SpaceX had a test flight blow up in the sky. Rocket Lab doesn't have these, it has not had issues like this. But then again, Rocket Lab does not produce all kinds of different rockets that are doing all kinds of potential different payloads. Rocket Lab is a specific specialty company launching satellites very well into a low Earth orbit, and they have a ton of business to do. They do have contracts, of course, with NASA to do additional longer range work, but it isn't going to make or break their company if one of their rockets doesn't work out. Where they make their bread and butter is launching dozens and dozens of low Earth satellites. They're now making money doing that. So 45-cent gain for Rocket Lab. 25.09 is where that stock is at the moment. SOFI this morning has turned the corner. It was down to 16.15 in the early morning. Remember, yesterday we were watching anxiously to see if SOFI could even break $16. And it did do that. It was 15.57 at the low yesterday, and it was in the 14s the day before that. So we're now, the high yesterday was 16.38. We're now at 16.42 in the pre-market. So we are higher now than the high of the day yesterday. Just to put this into, give you some context. SOFI, in my opinion, is going to go substantially higher in price from here. There is nothing stopping this stock as far as a wall of selling or a wall of worry, or any analyst can say whatever the hell they want about SOFI. At the end of the day, SOFI is delivering on a whole bunch of metrics, and we're 10 days away from the earnings. Monday pre-market, next Monday, not this Monday coming up, but the next Monday, SOFI releases their earnings, and all the bank earnings have been very good. So I expect SOFI to be doing just fine. 16.45 right now, up 15 cents. This sucker could break 17.19 today and hit new multi-year highs today. That's my hunch. It might happen. GameStop is up a nickel. Matterport down a couple of cents. 23andMe down about 9. Spire Global down 32. It was in the 17s earlier this morning, but right now it's at 16.32. ATIP, nothing yet. Smart Rent's 165. Apple is still holding a gain right now, up 292. As a matter of fact, the Magnificent Seven are all higher. Apple up 270, Tesla up 560. Microsoft up 441, Alphabet up 215, Amazon up 263, Nvidia up 196, Meta Platforms up 550, Goldman is up $4 again on top of the $7 gain yesterday. Cisco's up 71 cents, breaking $60 a share. Arc Innovations is going for 60 at 59.85, up 111 this morning. Pfizer up 6, HBQ up 11, Unity up 37, AI up 50 cents on top of the 57 cents yesterday. We're back to 32.82. Adobe up 551. The Netflix shares up 643. IBM up 128. Vanik Semiconductors is up 410. Home Depot up 237. Enphase up 79. Palantir up 146. Uber up 71, and MicroStrategy, MSTR, up 17.26 this morning. So far, there's the story. I'm sticking to it. You're sticking to it. We're working our way higher. 1647 on SOFI, going for 1650 in the pre-market, and I don't see any resistance to this stock. The news just keeps coming out on SOFI in different ways from different angles. We're hearing talk of analysts raising their guidance, raising their target prices. We're hearing about $500 and something million being injected into the company to fund loan activity by another hedge fund out there. We've got anticipated higher earnings coming out. We have Noto being nominated for a board of directors seat with Warner Brothers. It's all just good news. It's just more and more positive news, and the kind of news that just says to me, Wall Street is adopting this stock big time. Wall Street is wrapping its hands around this stock and its management and its fintech style. I heard something yesterday. Maybe some of you were aware of this or heard of this. It's either a congressman or a senator. I don't know who this guy is. He's from Kentucky. I think it's a Kentucky congressman, I'm going to guess. And is he in the banking committee or something, investment committee, loading up on SOFI? This is one of those government elected officials loading up on SOFI right now. Now, I heard last week, someone mentioned it here, and I read it somewhere else, that Nancy Pelosi disclosed that she bought up a bunch of SOFI in the last couple of weeks. Something big is going on, perhaps to be announced. Maybe something, I don't know what. I have no idea why would Congress people jump on SOFI for whatever it is they're doing, whatever they're going to vote on or enact. SOFI will go higher without congressmen or women buying the stock. SOFI does not need members of Congress to buy it up to be legitimately going higher. SOFI is going higher on its results and its performance and its growth. But maybe what's happening here is certain people in certain positions in Washington are getting the phone calls, the emails, the texts, or they're at fundraisers and they meet up with certain connected people through Wall Street firms that say, psst, psst, hey, by the way, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, load up on SOFI right now. Maybe it's the anticipation of an S&P 500 inclusion, surprising earnings, massive upgrades, new analytical reports coming out. I don't know. Speculate all you want, but there are people picking up this stock. Okay. The value of SOFI right now, the so-called market cap value, is now showing $17.69 billion. So at $16.50 to $17 a share, we're over $18 billion in market cap. That's the magic number to be included into the S&P 500, or at least to be considered to be included in the S&P 500. Obviously, the higher it goes through 20 billion and 21 billion, it kind of gets hard to not include it into the S&P 500. Hard to ignore it. But let's just see what happens. We'll find out. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the program. Thank you for joining me this morning. Great to have you with us. The Big E is here. Andrea's here. Richard, Tom Kaufman. Welcome. This is good stuff. Cutting Edge Flicks is here saying hello. I'm number 10 on the like meter, Bruce. I sold most of my Bitcoin and most of my stock positions, and I'm now sitting on 75 grand worth of cash secured puts on mainly SOFI and a couple of Rocket Labs and GameStop. Well done, earning interest on all that money. Stock Jockey, welcome to the party. Pal CKT is here, number 22. Stephen Butler is here, number 24. I got one demerit point for missing yesterday's show. Free Range is here, number 27, thumbs up. Deep Value is number 29. Thank you yesterday, by the way, all of you here. Whether you're hitting the thumbs up button without me asking or you reacted to me begging you, we broke 300 thumbs ups yesterday. I'm always pushing for 200, just begging for 200. You guys helped me get to 300 thumbs ups yesterday. That's one of the highest numbers. And the percentage of thumbs ups versus views is one of the highest ratios we've ever had. I really appreciate it. It's one of the best in a long time. Deep Value, number 29. John Anderson, happy Friday, everybody. D.A. Judah, 28. Marcus, 37. Corinne, number 33. Andre Delatorre in the house. Good morning, everybody. Hector's 28th. Jeff Glass, I sure wish I knew the answer to the poll question. It would make things much easier. Faber, good morning, everybody. James of the Misty Tree, I know you've answered this before, but why is the third week any different for volume? Tradition. It's simple. Back in the 1970s and the 80s, when I got into the market in 78, 79, the only expiry dates that options had were the third Friday of every quarter. And so options were only expiring in March, in June, September, and December, the third Friday of those 4 months. That's when I entered the business of the brokerage business. By the early 80s, they came out with monthly expiries. So they brought out the third Friday of every month that options now would expire. So now they were monthlies. And then they came up through the 80s and into the 90s with weekly expiries for the biggest, most active option trading securities, equity. So of course, at that time, that would have been Microsoft. It would have been Cisco, would have been maybe Time Warner, all the big names of that era, the 90s, the 2000s. And now, as we go forward now, we notice that the weeklies are out there for certain names like Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA. You can do weeklies for several months, and then they go just monthlies only, and then, beyond that. That's why. So back in the day, the only entities that were writing options weren't investors of stock markets with Bruce in 1984. The only entities that were writing options were institutional traders. And most of the trading was done by institutions as well. It was institution to institution trading. And so the third Friday of every month came to be the normal pattern. And so as they brought out monthlies and then weeklies, what the regulators found was that the third Friday of the month would always be the big one. And the rest of the weeks would be smaller activity, but they were coming along. And so here we are, even now, many hedge fund traders, option writers, and hedge funding firms base their bonus systems on the third Friday of the month. So if you want to know what's my bonus check going to be for this quarter, for the end of December or the end of March, what's my bonus check going to be? It's the third Friday of March. It's the third Friday of December. It's the third Friday of June, and so on, where it's measured. And that's why There is so much volume on the third Friday of each month, including more activity on those 4 months where it's the quarter, the end of a quarter. That's all it is. It's just, that's what it is. Nothing more complicated than that. Mandu, number 53, Matt. I'm number 61. Bruce, good morning. Who else is here? S.R. Kirschbaum Chitwood is here. How you doing? Come on. Join in. James, good morning. Real Adventures not loading up. It was literally 30,000. I don't know what this means. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Thank you, SR. Become a member today. Andrea, so we're still selling puts and we don't buy shares, right? Yeah, just write cash secured puts. Write cash secured puts on your SOFI. Yeah, absolutely. Let the stock rise. Let the stock rise. Those $20 cash secured puts on Monday morning when the stock was $13.60, they were worth $6.40 book value. They're now only worth at 16, almost $16.50. They're worth $3.50 book value. So any of you who wrote those puts on Monday at $7.75, $7.85, $8, what are you looking at now? Around $5, like $6 a contract or less? $5.90, $5.80. These shares want to go to $17.50 today. Those puts are worth $2.50 book value. Add a couple of bucks time value, maybe they'll trade at $4.50 to $5. And you can still write them. You can sell your stock at $17.50, write $5 puts, so you're getting $22.50 a share right now in your hand, cash, that you're earning interest on. And you'll just sit here with your arms folded and go, let the stock keep going. Go to $18.50, go to $19 next week, the week after. Those puts, those 20s will drop down to $3, $2.50. Around that neighborhood, some of you are going to be tempted to go, I might just buy these back and lock in a $5 win. That's $500 a contract. I wrote 10 of them last week, last month. I'm going to pull in $5,000 net. I'm going to score a $5,000 net gain on this trade, and I'm going to immediately turn right around, flip right into 25s. I'm writing Jan 2026 expiry 25s, and I'm going to bring in $750, $8 a contract. I'm taking another $7,500, $8,000 additional cash. So I'm giving back $2,500 to take in $8,000. My cash balance is now not $22 a share. My cash balance is now $27 a share, and they're trading at $18, $19. Thank you. I'm ahead of the stock. I keep going. I'll buy it if I have to. You come back in price and you make me buy these shares, I'll buy them. Yeah, not a problem. Because I got the book premium already and a premium, time premium to do that. That's all right. I'm not at all worried about the money's in my account. Hey, anytime you exercise me, no problem. But once I'm exercised, I can decide whether I just sell the shares immediately and write new cash secured puts all over again. Or do I write calls on these shares that I was just handed? These are wonderful decisions you're going to make from a power position. In the meantime, daily interest on these cash balances. Let's go. Dale, Uncle B, I would like to hear your take on selling deep in the money calls versus in the money puts in this environment. I'm Canadian. I can only sell calls in my TFSA, my RRSP, and my RESP. Double check that. Because apparently if you have the cash in your account, you can write cash secured puts in RRSPs. Believe it or not, you're going to have to double check with your provider. Maybe it's a different provider that'll do it. I don't know. I don't know who you use. I have no idea. I can't say. But double check that comment. All right. But look, do you want to write deep in the money calls versus in the money puts in this environment? It depends on the stock you're talking about, I suppose. I don't know. Are you talking about SoFi? Are you talking about IBM? Are you talking about NVIDIA? Are you talking about Apple? I don't know. But look, there is nothing wrong holding stock that you believe in long term, especially, high-end blue chip paper. You can write on that stuff. Like you can write on Royal Bank of Canada if you wish, but what are your premiums and what's your volatility and what's your what's your premium and what's your spread and what's the action. I mean, it might not be much of a liquid market to work with Royal Bank of Canada stock. But in Canada, you can write options on any stock that's listed in the States. So if you happen to own NVIDIA stock, 100 shares at least, you can write a call. If you own 500 shares, you can write 5 calls. If you want to write calls on SOFI or GameStop or AI or Unity or Rocket Lab or whatever you're, up to you. I would say for RRSP people, which are like IRAs for Americans, these are long-term strategies. You're doing long-term investment strategies in your retirement account. And if you're able to do cash secured put writing, fantastic. Can you write calls on should you write calls on paper? Absolutely. The question now is, how frequently do you want to do this? And what is it you're writing on? Are you writing on NVIDIA? You're going to get nice premiums on NVIDIA. You're going to write on AI. You're going to get nice premiums on AI. But do you want to go a year out or 3 months out? 3 months out pays well. And you're writing out of the money calls saying, come and get me, rather than in the money calls. Do you actually want to be exercised? Because if you're writing in the money calls and a share goes down in value, okay, the contract will go down in value and it might become an out of the money call. Fair enough. I get where you're coming from. But on the other hand, if you're writing a 3 month or 2 month out of the money call by 5 or 10 or 15%, you're taking a premium on a guarantee. In your mind, it's a guaranteed dying option. The option is going to be worthless because if it stays out of the money, it's worth nothing. And you may be accelerating your buyback because if the shares do back up a little bit for whatever reason, the calls will drop very quickly and you will immediately look at a buyback and a rolling into a new set of calls, perhaps at a lower strike 2 or 3, 4 months further out yet again, or ballpark. You really have to decide in your mind, are you a short-term option player, a medium-term option player? I only want to do a trade once a year, Bruce. Or, you know what, I want to write an in-the-money call on a stock where even if it drops 20% in value, the contract I wrote, which was maybe $10, I got $10 for it when I wrote it, will go down to $2 and I'll get $8 of insurance on that depreciating call against the shares going down in price. And now I'm going to buy those back and write another batch of calls against the stock at that point, out of the money contracts or in the money contract, to yet again take insurance. Totally up to you if you want, how you want to play this game. I'm talking to you folks a lot about SOFI, and I'm not talking to you about SOFI going to $8 a share, no matter what Orange Boy does starting Monday. All right. I'm talking about SOFI going to 25, 35, 50 a share in the not too distant future. Maybe it's a year or two from now. Doesn't matter. It goes to 2025, sometime in 2025. Wow. What a run. What a run from 24 to 25, from $6, $7, $8 to 24, 25, 26. What a run. Puts wise, you're going to make money. All right, Andrea, talking about SOFI. Charlie, good morning, all. Number 68. Jarrett, 68 as well. I think I'm 68. Mega Prime Supreme, welcome, and thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for being a member of the channel. Are you a member of the channel? You're not. Become a member of the channel. Sky High Kite. Andrea, I sold my SOFI, and my SOFI cash secured puts went up $1,000 yesterday, so I like this approach. And what's going on here? Signify SZ. I hold a bunch of SOFI calls. I sold a bunch of puts too when the percentage is favorable. Some of my calls, $7, are expiring today. Should I just exercise them, sell them? You can just sell them and write cash secured puts on those proceeds. You could do that. Mark Downs, number 83. So, good problem to have. Gil, Gil Hamony, good morning from Costa Rica. SOFI $16 puts will expire worthless today. There's this prediction. Charlie, I have $225 covered calls on IBM expiring today. All right, fair enough. IBM is sitting at, what was it sitting at last night? 220, 266. Okay, I have 225s expiring today, cutting it close. The IV and premium starting to pick up. Earnings are coming in on the 29th. Well, you can certainly do a rollover into 225s. You can do a rollover into 27s or 30s, or go forward a month or two. Take more money. Eddie, LG SoFi. Okay, Chad. Anyone have a good covered call strategy for GameStop? Gil, I recommend to buy NEO at these levels. You're promoting NEO. China will explode up when Trump's tariffs bluff is exposed. He can't put tariffs, as it will cause unprecedented inflation. China is 10 years ahead of the U.S. Okay. Big E, some exchanges are closed on Monday. Yes, we're not on the air on Monday. Margin called. I sold some 25s for 1080, says Margin called. Larry, good morning, everybody. Number 92 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, Larry, and thank you all of you for hitting the thumbs up button. Have you seen my poll question of the day? Have any of you answered my poll question today? Thank you again for being here. It looks like 174 of you so far have answered my question of the day, and we have 105 thumbs ups, by the way. Thank you, everybody, for that. Keep them coming. The question of the day is, under President Trump, the stock market will hit higher highs in 2025 and 2026. Now, we've hit 2 consecutive 25% gains in a row for the last 2 years. Can these markets hit higher highs for the next 2 years under President Trump? Of the 180 votes, 72% say yes. He's definitely going to help the markets hit higher highs. 28% saying, I don't think so. Well, there you go. That's pretty decisive so far. If you haven't answered that poll question, please do. If you believe that under President Trump, the stock markets will hit higher highs this year and next year than we've been hitting lately, hit that answer. Hit the yes button. If you don't think so, hit the no. And let's keep an eye on that together. Go from there. Thanks again for the thumbs up meter today. All of you coming in here. 111 have come through now. We're trying to approach 200 to get the ball started. Thank you, all of you, for being with me today, no matter where in the world you are. If you're a YouTuber, you could be joining me from anywhere, and I love it. Love the fact that you're with us and that you're supporting this channel. Those of you who have become members of this channel, I cannot emphasize how grateful Jen and I are that you do that. Being members of this channel keeps this channel on the air. That is the end of the story. The folks at YouTube, they have to decide which channels to discontinue, which channels to demonetize, to let go, because they just don't pay the bills. If you're a very small, tiny YouTube channel, you've been around a little while, you may not be supported by YouTube all that much because your audience you just don't have much of an audience, and you don't bring in any dollars to support your channel. Those of you who have become members of this channel have stated in no uncertain terms you like the content, you like the fact that the creator of this channel, who's also your instructor when it comes to all those 18 classes we've put together, is on the air live every day to answer your questions during market trading sessions. And you're telling YouTube, hey, we love this guy. Don't mess with him. We're members. And YouTube gets 30% of the premium money. Don't worry about YouTube. They get 30% of the option of the money you're sending for channel membership. They handle the membership thing anyway. But the 70% that Jen and I get keeps us funded and keeps us alive. And so thank you all for just being here and being members of this channel and supporting us, and those thumbs ups. That is really important. Thanks again. Let's move on here. We got some more commentary coming in here. Mark, Moo blocks me from selling puts too. You got to get a new broker. VRR. Orange Boy, or you just lost me, man. Please respect the new president. Yeah, Orange Boy. Dipshit, moron, idiot. What else? What else would you like me to call him? We're going to be into some real shit show stuff coming up. I don't like this guy. I don't hate him. But I'm not a fan. But hey, if you don't know that, you're not paying attention. If you're all offended by my personal take on politicians who are practically all morons, well then, I can't help you. I'm sorry. You're here to make money. That's why you should be here. You're not here for my political views. You're not here for other viewers' political views. It's not personal, okay? It's money. It's business. We're here to make money. You don't have to own stock to make money. You don't have to be a Republican to make money. You don't have to be a Democrat to make money. You don't have to be a socialist to make money. You have to be someone who wants to make money. And you better understand what makes the world go around. And there are just certain people who have certain opinions about certain people, and you've got to just kind of go with it, or you got to let it eat you alive and move on. It's okay. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Okay? I don't care. I'm an old fart, and I don't care. I have seen shit that'll make your hair go blue since 1979 in this market. And we are in for a show of shows for the next 2 years. And if you've drank the Kool-Aid and you believe that the 79-year-old president-to-be, the oldest ever to be voted in as a president, you believe this is your savior? Great, great. I got some land in Florida for you. But hey, it's okay. Believe what you want to believe. But if you're coming here, you really have to say to yourself, I'm not here for the politics. I'm here for the money. All right. So leave it all behind. But hey, if I call him Orange Boy, that's my business. You call him what you want. Knock yourself out. Dale, thank you, Uncle Bruce. You're very knowledgeable, sir. Charlie, Mark, contact Moomoo. You probably need a higher level trading account. Might require minimum balance to get the level 4 account. You can trade cash secured puts. You can trade cash secured puts at Moomoo. Rocketeer. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Just want to say thank you for making us smarter. Your advice is invaluable. Alluring anglerfish. ALA number 68. Mark, Charlie, I will have to do some more research here. Bobby Atkinson bought back two $25 Rocket Lab yesterday and rolled them out until Feb 14, 25, bought back at 53 cents, and I rewrote them at 203. I'll buy them then maybe at 50 odd cents. Thank you very much. Nice going. Robert, number 5 this morning for Uncle Bruce. Jonathan, good morning. Question about GameStop. Why did GameStop close more stores in January 25 nationwide? Some of the stores are very busy and probably profitable. I suspect, Jonathan, that the leases come up in January. Most retailers have leases expiring in January and February. No one has leases expiring in November and December. You don't shut your store at Christmas. You run through Christmas and then you shut your stores at the end of January or the end of February. Maybe in the case of GameStop, certain cities, they've just decided we're not going to have 8 locations or 7 locations or 4 locations. We're going to go down by 50%. We're going to sell maybe 80% more at these 3 stores by shutting down those 3 stores. That's their thinking. That's their mentality. They want to reduce their costs of rent, staff, regional managers, and head office staff. And they're going to run it leaner and meaner. They're overstored is what they're probably thinking at head office. This is just my guess. As a retailer, I get it. I'm a former retailer. I understand how this works. You can offload a store. You've just offloaded business taxes. You've just offloaded insurance. You've just offloaded maintenance fees. Maybe these stores that they're closing down are 15-year locations, 20-year locations that now need a refresh. The stores need $100,000 to $150,000, new flooring, new lighting, new walls, and GameStop's just going, we're not going to spend $150,000 of our money to redo these stores. We're going to walk and leave them to the landlord and let the landlord hire a contractor, gut the damn thing, and try to rent it to somebody else, because in the mall we're in that we're going to leave, we're surrounded by temp tenants. All the chains have left already. We're out of here too. They don't have the demographic payoff anymore. That might be it. It's a combination of things. Bobby, except the ones they've closed, whatever. HCL, I had 5 Jan 17 SOFI $20 puts assigned this morning, okay? My cost is $16.50 for the 500 shares. I expect I'll be selling more calls today, or you'll sell calls today if you wish, or you might sell the shares if they run up higher in price here. You might sell the shares today and write $20 puts again for Jan 26, and you'll take that again. You'll figure it out. Charlie, for sure, GameStop closed the stores because they were underperforming. ALA, agree with Charlie. Commercial real estate have up to 5-year leases. Would not be surprised if more stores close a year from now. And this is what the pattern has been since he took over, since Cohen took over. He has been allowing, walking away from very expensive leases. It's possible that the stores they're closing have good sales, but the landlord has hit them with a 25% rent increase demand, thinking you're addicted to my mall. I've got you where I want you. You will pay me. And the tenant saying, screw you, or we're walking. We'll open a store a block away in a strip mall across the street from the shopping mall because our clients have bicycles, motorbikes, scooters, and cars, and they don't need to go to your mall because you have free parking. They can park in front of our store here and they'll buy from us here. That might be as simple as it is. The rent going from $10,000 a month to $3,000 a month with a store that's 500 square feet larger. That might be the plan. I don't know. JJ, yes, he'll juice the market again. He views the stock market as his barometer. Okay, free range. Rock on, Uncle B. Charlie, even many Democrats are glad they're going away. The popular vote spoke volumes. JJ, Uncle Bruce, I have a theory that he'll strong-arm TikTok into taking a buyout. Can you guess which publicly traded XO? Bobby shuts the door in time to hear their asses on the way out. Let's make money. It's all on the table. Take your handful of dough. JJ, public traded companies I'm thinking of. Hint, 3-letter stock ticker. Dude, laughing out loud, JJ. Dude, clearly it's DJT taking over TikTok. How about that? Oh my goodness, I have no idea. I don't know. It's insanity. It's insanity. It's insane. It is what it is, kids. You've got to decide for yourselves, how do you want to play this game? Do you want to be, are you convinced that your lives hinge on one person being in a position of power, that is going to make your life absolutely perfect for you and your children and everybody else? I don't share in the enthusiasm, but you know, it is what it is, and we have to just kind of go with the flow here. My opinion on it is, at the end of the day, you don't even have to own stock to make money in this stock market. You can be heavy in cash, and a lot of the cash that you can be heavy on is other people's money. And you can earn yourself some really nice money in interest on top of everything else. Cash secured puts are a great way to go, very conservative way to go. Offer to buy back the stock you love at a lower price. I mean, how simple is that? It's not very complicated. You're just offering to buy back stock you want, that you are a fan of, at a lower price than it's trading at right now, and you're getting paid to do it. I don't know how much easier you want this. We have 138 thumbs ups, struggling to get to 200 because I don't love Trump. What can I say? Under President Trump, the stock markets will hit higher highs. 72% of you say yes, 28% of you say no. Your opinion, your thoughts, great. Believe whatever you want to believe. It's okay. It's all right. There's no wrong answer here. It's okay. At the end of the day, you got to make money no matter who's doing what. And you got to ask yourself, am I going to make money trying to buy a stock that's just going to go up, and by guessing which one to have at what time? Am I going to make money by not holding stock in a company that might be targeted by this administration? And which ones are those? I don't know. Or am I going to make money sitting on a mountain of money, sitting on the money cash, and I'm going to write cash secured puts? Bruce, I don't even know if I should do this with SoFi. I don't know if I should do this with Rocket Lab. I don't know if I should do this with GameStop or with NVIDIA or with Apple. But you know what? I love the idea that the market's probably are going higher. I really do. I love it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write cash secured puts on SPY or triple Qs. These are expensive to do, but that's your thinking. You might just do that instead. Totally up to you. Just go with the market. You might want to write cash secured puts on ETFs. So find an ETF that is Magnificent 7 concentrated, maybe, because you love those guys. Write cash secured puts on the ETF. But I don't know if you can do the liquidity. I don't know if there's enough liquidity for you to make it worth your while. That's the trouble with options. Options are incredibly popular, and they're the number one growing area of investment right now in the market. It's bringing in millions of gamblers like crazy. You have got to figure out which options should you write that has liquidity, tight spreads, easy in, easy out. You don't want to get caught in options where the bid asks are $1 apart. You just don't want to go there. So you've got to shop, you've got to check. And of course, if you've taken my lessons from my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca, you've gone over there. You've picked up some of my classes and you're getting them all under your belt. There's 18 of them. You're going to find out what part of the market really appeals to you and what part of the options market does not appeal to you. All right. I have viewers here who are making a killing on options, a ton of money, but they don't do certain kinds of trading. It just doesn't fit their psyche. Their comfort level isn't there. It's okay. That's one of the best parts about option trading, about option writing. You can be an option writer on full-blown covered calls, poor man covered calls. You can be a cash secured put writer, and you can also be a credit spread writer, whether it's calls or puts or both with iron condors. There are so many strategies you can follow, and as time goes by and your knowledge level rises, you'll get to the point where you'll say, okay, my comfort level, Uncle Bruce spreads. I love the fact that I can limit how much money I risk on any one position. I love the timing factor. I love the fact that I can shift gears anytime I want. I can do rollovers all the time I want. I really like this game. Others of you say to me, Uncle Bruce, since you've educated me on cash secured put writing, you've changed my life. Oh my God, has everything changed for me? Because I've gone from being a worried wart about active activity to now being a guy who goes, hey, I'm sitting on a mountain of money. And I'm sitting on a mountain of money paying me a nice little interest rate here. And if interest rates are going to go higher, which is more and more talk of that is happening here and there, let the treasury yield go up. I'm getting richer with that. I'm gambling on America's largest companies that have weaseled their way into the White House with, you know who? They're going to pay their bonds. They'll pay their interest on their bonds. I have no problem with that. Or if I just want to own government of the United States or government of Canada bonds or T-bills through ETFs, Canadian ETFs, American ETFs, great. I'll do it that way. This is, Bruce, you have liberated me, man. You have liberated me. I don't worry about 5 and 10 cent jumps in my favorite stocks anymore. I just written cash secured puts, and I'm earning interest on all that cash, upwards of 5 to 8%, depending on which ETFs I've written. I've purchased. Thank you very much, Uncle B. You've changed my complete thinking about this market and how I'm going to work it. This is absolutely a complete different ballgame. Thank you, everyone. Hostergaard, hey, everybody, I'm number 135. Dude, don't worry, folks. All the kids in America are just joining Chinese TikTok Red Note. Is this thing going to backfire? Stephen Butler, DJT, very little revenue, very little cash, astronomically high PE, and if they ever get to the level where they can make an actual profit, laugh out loud. Tulip, bulb, bubble, ring a bell. Jared, I have a small account. I have been only writing cash secured put credit spreads and call credit spreads on Robinhood, and I'm up 140% in the last 3 months. It might be time to fully fund my account thanks to Uncle Bruce. Cash secured puts is the next level. Awesome sauce, man. Bobby, payday today, 3 Rocket Lab $22 covered calls and 1 cart $18 Poor Man covered call with a $42 covered call, all expiring today. New Jan 26 cash secured puts starting next week. Dude, Bruce, I've been a member of your channel for 28 months. First, you take the lessons, write covered calls, sell cash secured puts, then spreads, poor man covered calls, debit spreads, butterflies, stink bids, stink offers. Learn how to do it. Let's freaking go. There you go. There's in a capsule. It's all there. Hoster got Phantom Man will likely cause the market to go up. Phantom Man, but it's going to be a hot air balloon from gutting important protection. So when the balloon pops, it's not going to be fun. Bobby, member for 34 months on this man's channel. Thank you, Bobby, so much. Laughing out loud, Phantom Man. Free range, a bingo bango, dude. Hostergaard. I like the wording. The moment I thought of it, it has a nice ring to it. Phantom Man. There you go. Thank you all. Joining me live, 1650 on your SOFI. It's going to be one hell of a week coming up. Oh my God, it's going to be one hell of a week coming up. We're up 266 on the Dow now, 0.61. We're up 47 points, 0.79 of a percentage point, and NASDAQ is up 324, which is 1.5%. You think there's a little bit of gambling going on today? You think there's a little bit of speculation going on about what the market is going to do and you know who shows up on Monday? Maybe there is a little bit of that going on. If you're an option writer, you're going, hey, man, I don't care. This market goes up, I make money. This market stays flat, does nothing, I make money. This market goes down, I make money. Uncle Bruce, I don't care who the president is. I don't care who runs the Senate. I don't care who runs the House. I don't care who my governor is. I don't care who my mayor is. I don't care who my sheriff is. I don't care who my judge is. I don't care who the Prime Minister of Canada is, the Prime Minister of Great Britain. I don't care about the Chancellor of Germany. I don't care about the Premier and President of China. I don't care about any of these guys. I don't give a crap about any of them because none of them dominate my account like I dominate my account. I make my money work for me like I used to work when I was 18 years old. Because at 18, I could get up after 4 hours of sleep and work all day and then get some more sleep and go back to work and work all day. And I could just make money and money and money and money. I want that performance from my money. And that is what we're talking about here. Getting your money to work for you like you used to work when you were a kid. Welcome to this party, everybody. 13 minutes away from market opening. It's option expiry Friday today, the third Friday of January. Should be quite volatile. We're starting with an uptick. We'll see how it works out as we go into the holiday long weekend. Remember, the market will not trade until Tuesday morning. So we close tonight and we don't trade until there's a new president in the White House Tuesday morning. Now, you got to ask yourself, you want to be sitting with a bunch of stock with Tuesday morning coming around? What on earth are they going to do on the first day of office, Monday night and Tuesday, that is going to make the stock market go up 5,000 points in one day? You tell me what the secret is to that one. I have no idea what anyone can do. And the outside world holding U.S. equities, you think they're going to be just letting him, give him a free pass and not even worry about what he says or what he indicates or what his people are saying or whatever? There are going to be some very nervous people all over the planet on Tuesday morning when this market pre-opens. It's like walking around with a cup of nitro. Don't trip and fall with a cup of nitro in your hand because we are about to enter that world, I am sure. In any event, I'd be very comfortable with cash. Really comfy with a lot of cash. And I'll take all the cash I can get from all the saps out there dumb enough to buy contracts from me, especially cash secured puts. I'm a happy guy. Let's figure it out. This should be fun. Thank you all. More shrinkage today, says Doug. Dude, well, as we know, third Friday of the month, historic options closing Jan 17. Remember when those two went up for sale 2 years ago? I mean, it's going to be a fun day. This is going to be crazy. I don't know. We'll find out. 1650 on SOFI right now, up 20 cents in the pre-market. Does that guarantee we're going to be up 20 cents the minute we open today? No, but we could. I don't know, we traded one over $1 million so far in the morning. We'll find out. The Dow's up 260, S&P up 48, NASDAQ up 336 points, oil down 16 cents a barrel. There you go. You know, you sound like Wilford Brimley. What you so worried about, Bruce? Why are you worried when there's nothing to worry about? Why is that? How is it that you are worried about things when there's absolutely nothing to worry about? Wilford, you're like this guy. You're just like this guy, right? All you need is a mustache. Wilford Brimley. Why are you worried? Yes, well, you know, we'll find out. Maybe some of you don't know it, but some of you might be like this guy. If you're really convinced that, oh, it's all going to be great, maybe, you know, Mr. Takagi is not joining us for the rest of his life. I'm sorry. He will not be joining us for the rest of his life. And he certainly wasn't joining us for the next movie. Neither was this guy. But this guy here, oh, he lived to fight another day. He got liberated from the crap show, and he lived to fight another glorious day. Doesn't he just look great? Awesome sauce. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here in Rancho Mirage with me today. Thank you. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Ni. Don't anger the Knights of Ni. Even saviors have to bow in front of the Knights of Ni. Kings and noblemen all bow to the Knights of Ni. Do not upset them. They are the power behind this market. In case you did not know, thank you again for joining me and finding my website here, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Thank you all for joining my channel and learning how to write stock options. That's what this channel is all about. We're not here to make friends. Well, actually, we do make friends. We're not here to have hold our hands and sing kumbaya and praise politicians. We're not here for that. We're here to make money. I want you to make so much money that you can start your very own super PAC and back whoever you want to run your little fiefdom where you are under your thumb. That's what I want. I want you to be so rich that you can control your politicians under your thumb any way you want. And if I helped you get there, I've more than done my job. Congratulations, all of you out there. I love it. Thank you again. James on the Misty Tree, DH, Corinne, Dude, Richard Carlo, they all know you honor the Knights of Ni by putting up the Ni emojis. Jeff Glass, maybe we should have 2 bagels today, Uncle Bruce. That'll get these options expiring going here. Touch grass, neat. Diabetes, there you go, Hostergaard. Big E, neat with a zit at the end. Never forget that. 1651 on SOFI. We open in 7 minutes. Hostergaard, neat. Splair, neat. Charlie, neat. JJ, who runs the Rancho Mirage fiefdom, Uncle B. Luca, number 157. Ciao, everybody. We're going for 200 thumbs ups. Neat. Thank you, Luca. DH, it's nothing personal. It's just business. It's not personal. Nico, neat. ALA, neat. That's right. 1655 on your SOFI. How about that? Is SOFI 1655 because Trump is going to be the president, or because Biden has been the president for the last 4 years? Why is it doing that? You know what? You don't have to care. You don't have to care. You don't have to worry about that. You just are enjoying the run of SOFI, watching your cash secured put values drop, rubbing your hands together going, I like this game. Bruce, I really like this game. 1719 is the high, multi-year high of SOFI. They set that about a month ago. We're 1654, 1655. We're moving in on 1719 already. The earnings don't come out for 10 days. How much higher is this stock going before the earnings come out? Oh my God, we could be at $20 before the earnings even get released the way this is going. Oh my goodness. Isn't this fun? It's fun. I like this game. ALA, enjoy the weather down south, Uncle Bruce. We have minus 37 degrees Celsius with the wind chill in the forecast. for early next week here. Oh my goodness, Jeff Glass. Obviously, Auntie Jen runs the Rancho Mirage fiefdom. She's the one who runs it. There you go, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you here. It's nothing personal. It's not political. It's business. And we're here to generate revenues. That's what you're here for. That's what you're all about. Getting a little bit richer. Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you all for joining me. Welcome to the party, pals. 286 gain on the Dow, 2/3 of a percentage point higher. S&P is up 0.87%, 52 points. The NASDAQ is up 357, 1.68% in the pre-market with 5 minutes to go before we open for the day. Oil down 26 cents a barrel. That is the story. And let's just see what's going on here. Oh, this is so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. Uncle Bruce, after the show, you might want to check what I sent you. You're welcome. Thank you, my friend. Splair, ALA, are you in Alaska? Trip Hazard, who runs Bartertown? ALA, Splair, nah, I'm in Eastern Ontario. Jeff Glass, she controls the bagels, man. She controls the bagels. Dude, I think the stock market is up because of Auntie Jen. Clearly, she controls it all with bagels. All hail the bagels, says ALA. Thank you, everybody. Splair, I froze already my ass away in Central Europe. -2 to -4 Celsius. Oh, Canadians go golfing in that weather. What are you talking about? Stephen, S&P 500 price to sales ratio is about 3. DJT price to sales ratio is 1,360. Oh my God, 1,360. Unbelievable. How many companies have $8 billion in valuation with $3 million in revenue? Does that sound like a sound investment? Is that personal or is that business? That ain't business. That is personal. Yeah, Bobby, how close to Ottawa area? That could be my temperature back home right now. Splair, Diane, you turned for me Canada in winter to a hellscape. It is, Charlie. I'm in Ottawa, says Charlie. Luring anglerfisher, Bobby, I'm roughly halfway between Ottawa and Montreal. There you go. Yes, well, I don't miss the cold weather. I just, it's not personal. Actually, it is personal. I do not want to be near that kind of weather. So there you go. Oh my goodness. I'm in Brockville, says Bobby, down the St. Lawrence River. That's where I hang out right now. Beach Boy, Larry, ready them bells, baby. Larry, get ready with their bells. We're gonna run this market. It's gonna open up with a bang. Let's see what happens here. SoFi now 1641 to 1644. It already got to 1655. Pre-market, it's all irrelevant. We open in a few minutes and we'll see what the market really has in mind for us. Thank you, everybody. Trip Hazard, Master Blaster runs Bartertown. Apparently, there is no Mad Max fans here at all. Splair, I understand why Uncle Bruce is where he is. Keep it happening. Keep writing. Just keep writing. Keep going. There you go, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thank you for joining me today. 1648 on the last of the pre-market trades coming through on SoFi. We'll see how this market wants to start the party, pals. We're looking at Rocket Lab sitting up about 46 cents to 25.10. We got GameStop at 27.79. Not much else really happening. Spire back to 17.05 after going under 17. Now it's back over 17. We'll see. Apple holding a 350 gain. We've got Tesla up 860, Microsoft up 890, Alphabet up 4, Amazon up 540, Nvidia up 3, Meta up 1380. We'll find out in a minute just how these markets really are going to open with the opening salvo about to take place. Thank you all for you. Hostergaard, my dad has been asking me what would I do with a bunch of money. I think he is asking for a financial advice. Well, I don't mind risking my own money. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to give my dad advice on what to do yet. Bobby found out Mexico rent is $1,000 Canadian a month. It's got me thinking. I'll tell you that. It's got a lot of people thinking. Walter, I love SoFi. Purchased shares in 2021, 22, 23, 24. Biden student loan forgiveness was a setback. Anthony Noto favorable on incoming Trump administration. Dude, Hostergaard, Uncle Bruce, one-on-one. There you go. You might need a one-on-one with Uncle Bruce. Larry has done the deed. The bells are being rung. Larry is ringing them here. Thank you, my friend, Mr. Titus, for that. As always, we are opening for trading Let's see what this market has in store for all of us today. Luring, ALA, and neat. Touch grass, Bobby. I'm laughing my ass off. Richard Carlin, neat. D.A. Druda, neat. Emojis are coming out right now as we are hitting the bells and opening for trading. Let's find out what this market wants to do. Where does it want to go? And what are we going to get going here for the day? It's option expiry day, the third Friday of January. Welcome all to the program. It's Friday, January the 17th, 2025, and we're going to start trading here to see just where we're at. Beach Boy, thank you, Larry, buddy. Thank you, Walter. Good morning, Larry. Hoster, I really want to tell him to write some SOFI cash secured puts well out of the money and then do an ETF play. Seems the safest option other than doing covered calls. You see, that's what I want to tell him. But he hasn't taken any of the classes, has he? You might want him to start watching my classes. Kind of hang around here for a little while, do some practice trading in a practice account. Hey, there's ways to get into this carefully, conservatively, smartly. It's all good. Welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to see you all with me this morning to open the market. Let's find out what we want to. What's going to happen? We're up 306 on 307 on the Dow. It looks like a real nice jump to start the morning. 0.71 of a percentage point for the Dow, 305-point gain. S&P is up 0.89 of a percentage point, 52.7 points higher for the S&P. NASDAQ up 295, 1.5% or so at the moment. Let's see how this works out. 1627 on SOFI. At the moment, we'll see how that plays itself going forward here. Too early to tell. 1628, low was 1628, high of 1648. And we traded 3 million shares on the opening trade. We'll find out in 5 minutes where is SOFI really trading at and where is it going. Good morning, everybody. Spire, 1730. What's going on? Bobby Matterport sitting over $5 again. Hostergaard. Dude, yeah, I've been thinking that letting him have a one-on-one call might be the better way to go. Could be best. Up to you to decide, you guys. 1644 now on SOFI, 1646 on SOFI, coming up to that 1650 area that we were looking at just a few minutes ago in the last minutes of the pre-market. 1648 on SOFI, 1650 just got printed on SOFI. So we've now had a print of 1650 on your SOFI this morning, which is a 20-cent pop to start the day. Can we go beyond that? Yeah, I think we can. The question is, will we today do that? We'll find out. We'll just see where it goes. The Dow is up 334, and S&P up 52, and NASDAQ up 292. There you go. Welcome all to the party. Hostergaard just linked my mom the stream, but I doubt they'll watch. They barely know how the internet works, much less YouTube streams. There you go. Yeah, well, this is a learning curve. What can I say? Welcome all to the show, and thank you for joining me. Rocket Lab is up 60 cents to 25.24. GameStop is up 11 so far, and we've got AI up 29, NVIDIA's up 215, and Tesla is up $10 a share. So we have green so far going through. Palantir up 120, MSTR MicroStrategy up 18.94, Costco's up 9.88, Coinbase up 13.52, Matterport up 2 cents, SmartRent up 4, ME is up 12 cents, Google's up $3, Apple up 2.80. Broadcom up 581, Microsoft up 670, Intel is up $1.45, Netflix up 1070, Meta up $8, EI Lilly down 1237. The Amazon shares are up 417, Spiders are up 460, Qs are up 790, Super Micro up 42 cents, Uber down 50 cents, Adobe up $5, Cisco up 72, AMD up 280, Unity up 55, Enphase up 54. Spire at $16.84, just under $17. Moderna, 64-cent gain. Pfizer down 6, IBM up 150, HPQ up 49, Home Depot up 220, Vanik Semiconductors, SMH up 418. Goldman up 133. Boeing up 120. Target down $1. JP Morgan is off 25 cents on a fairly good week. Walmart up 23 cents. Disney up 27. American Airlines up 18. DraftKings is up 29. AMC is up 12.9 cents to 370. And Royal Caribbean up 209, $235 a share at the moment. All righty, 1638, 1634 on SoFi as we find our legs under this market, 4 or 5 minutes into this market. 1637 on SoFi, 1638, we're jumping around. Still don't know where we're headed for sure yet. Thank you all for being here. Beach Boy, Rocket Lab, Jan 31st expiry, $25 cash secured puts at 175. Thank you, Gambler. I'm touched that you would do that. Bobby, Uncle Bruce, the Warlock of Stock Market YouTube. Okay, there you go. Giddy up, everyone. Welcome to the party, pals. Rocket Lab is 25.46, and Beach Boy is taking 175 off the table for 14 days on those cash secured puts. Well done. Way to go. 307 gain on the Dow. Up just under 0.75%. SoFi now 1638 to 1641 issue in that neighborhood, up about 10-12 cents now, 1642 at the moment on SoFi 1640.42 at the moment. Early minutes, 6 minutes into the session. Thank you, all of you, for being here with us today from wherever you are. We thank you so much for joining us and being part of the program. We love having you, and we love seeing you guys get richer in this unbelievable market with unbelievable change coming our way in the next few days. America wanted changes. America is getting changes. Starting Monday, America is getting changes. We'll see how it all works out for everyone as we go forward in time. Thank you again for the thumbs ups meters and also answering the question of the day. Thank you for this. We have 169 thumbs ups and only need 31 for 200. Thank you for that. We have 281 responses for the question of the day, which is, under President Trump, the stock markets will hit higher highs in 2025 and 2026. That is the question. What do you think? 72% of you saying yes, absolutely. We're going to have new highs under this new president, of our former president coming back into power. 28% are saying, I don't think so. But 72% saying, yeah, I think so. 281 votes. Well, it doesn't hurt that it's up 303 this morning. But remember, today is the last day of the stock market for President Biden. Monday will be the first day for President Trump. So really, the market being where it is, the markets being very near all-time record highs everywhere, that is all for President Biden's leadership of this country. Now, some of you will say, no, that's in anticipation of Trump. See, Bruce, you see, the market is trading ahead of today, and so we have to give this to Biden. Well, unfortunately, you can't give it to Trump. You have to give it to Biden. You can only give Trump the benefit starting Monday. That's the way it works. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. Well, we'll find out. We'll see just how this market takes all of this activity and takes all this performance, and how do the markets react next week? Do we go higher all next week, or do we break even? Do we plateau for a while? I don't know. We'll be here. We'll be around starting Tuesday. We'll be here starting Tuesday when the markets reopen. Thank you, all of you, for joining the party today. 286 votes now have come in. 71% say yes, the markets will hit new higher highs in 25 and 26 because Trump will be the president of the United States. Under Trump, it's going to be great. 29% are going, yeah, I'm not so sure about that. 172 thumbs ups and counting, 28 to go for 200. Yesterday, we hit 300. Thank you, everybody, for this. All right, Ostergaard, I I'm about $1,000 away from having doubled my money from having started with writing SOFI puts around October. Let's see if that will happen today. Right on, Hostergaard. JJ, either way, we all know he'll take the credit anyway. He's taking credit for everything good that's happened in the last 6 months because I'm going to be the next president. Yeah, okay. We'll see about that. It's all his starting Monday. It's all on him starting Monday. 1639, 1640 on SOFI. We're up about 9 cents, 10 cents a share on SOFI at the moment. The SOFI volume so far today, 5.1 million in 10 minutes. So a fairly good start to the session on volume. We'll see how that plays itself out. We have hit 1652 for the high today already. Will we go higher? It is option expiry day today. It's the third Friday of the month today. So there should be a lot of volatility in this market. And we're up 320, 330 on the Dow. Good. Will it hold that? Will it go higher? Will it back off? We got hours to watch this. S&P up 48, NASDAQ up 242. Welcome to the party, everyone. Welcome to the show. Glad to see you here with us today. Let's go. Walter Young, 8 years ago, the market was 16,500 when Trump became president number 45. Hostergaard, I started with about 4,800. Now I'm pushing 8,500 bucks. This is good stuff. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce Kamala is headed to the Big Apple crosstown from Trump. Lorraine, 178 thumbs up. Brian, Uncle Bruce, hood keeps going up. Make it stop. 1635 on SOFI, 1631. We're jumping between 1630 and 1650 all morning on SOFI. What's it going to do? I don't know. 25.50 on Rocket Lab, up 86. GameStop is 28 bucks, up 28 cents. AI is 32.66, up 35. Nvidia's up 251. Tesla's up 10.25 a share so far this morning. There you go. Doing what we can to watch this market and see where we're at. Hopefully all of you are enjoying upside and getting richer as you make your option writing moves day after day, week after week, month after month. Congratulations, option writers. You are in the right place at the right time, I think, especially those of you who've gone cash heavy. If you've gone cash heavy, I think you're going to win this year. Big time. Oh, boy. We'll see how this all comes out at the end of the day. All right, everybody? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hector, Uncle Bruce, it's been a very positive week for the markets. I rewrote most of my calls, taking profits. I wrote into late March. Still holding SOFI stock. No SOFI calls or puts just yet. I'm just sitting here. It's okay. Alex, number 181, Uncle B, just hit my 10% target for January. We're only halfway through. Is this real life? I want to make 10% return every month. I've already done it. It's the 17th of January. Anything I make from here is above and beyond what I wanted to make, what I'm hoping to make. This is real life. This is what option writing is about. You can make some serious money here if you learn the ins and outs of writing options. You've got to get yourself over to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. There it is right there. Head over there and check out the lessons. 18 lessons on how to become an option writer in what area of the option market interests you. The first two classes are absolutely perfect for newbies. You want to understand what options are all about? Start with lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. As soon as you've taken the second lesson, you can already open up a practice account confidently with any of the online brokers. There's gazillions of them, probably everywhere you live. And you can probably begin to write options in practice accounts just off lesson 1 and 2. And go from there. Start with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Start taking these classes. And you'll eventually open your own option trading account, and you'll start writing covered calls. You'll start writing cash secured puts. You might start doing poor man covered calls. You might get into credit spreads. You'll get into whatever turns you want. and follow along while I'm disappearing in front of you in pieces here. The further away I get from the camera lens, the more I break up with all this stuff behind me. Trying to show you a Rancho Mirage in the background and try to stretch out every once in a while. Thank you all for joining us today and wherever you're from with us. So glad you're here. Thank you. Free range, this is nice, Alex. Way to go, pal, reaching your objective for the month already. Free range, do you write spreads? Nico, don't be a slacker. Take the classes and become a profit hacker. Don't be no slacker. Alex, free range spreads and cash secured puts only at the moment. Alex and I had a live session a little while ago, and Alex is on fire. It ain't much. But it's honest. Well, maybe not honest work, but it is profitable. Oh, indeed it is. Option writing can be very profitable no matter how much money you have or how much money you don't have. It really is amazing how viewers with small accounts and medium-sized accounts and large accounts all are generating revenue from option writing. Well done. Keep up the good work. 1639 on SOFI. We are sort of 1630 for the low range now, 1645 kind of for the high range, and we're at 1636.39, kind of hanging around here at this moment in time. Rocket Lab up 37, GameStop up 19, AI up 51 cents. So they're green, not a lot, but they're green. But does it matter for option writers? Not really. It's all good for option writer. Free range, right on. Yes, sir, right on. Doing it from spreads and covered call, cash secured puts. Indeed. And of course, Alex is also earning interest on his money. He's also doing that too. Congratulations, all of you out there. I did ask this question a little while ago. How much interest are you getting paid from your cash balances? And some of you, I was asking you, could you break it down into a monthly basis or maybe a weekly or a daily? Can you do it? Can you tell me how much money, 7 days a week, how much money are you getting in interest every day? So if you're making $30 a month in interest, you're making $1 a day because it's 30 days a month average. If you're doing $60 a month in interest, that's $2 a day. How much money per day are you getting? Are you getting hot dog money at Costco, $1.50? Are you getting in and out money where you and your significant other, one of you has a double cheeseburger, a double, and the other one of you has a single meal, and combined it's about $16 or something like that around here, $16.50. Are you making in and out money? Are you making Costco money for a $1.50 hot dog? Are you making in and out money, which is $16 a day? Are you making Outback money, where the two of you will go to Outback and drop $65 for a meal? Are you making that much money in interest every day? Are you making Julia Roberts money? $10 million a movie, $15 million a movie. Are you making that kind of money? How you doing on your interest coming to you? How much money are you making? Are you making hot dog money? Are you making In-N-Out burger money? What's going on? Yeah, Bobby, it's honest work, isn't it? Yes. Brian says, Uncle Bruce, I wrote February 21st, GameStop, cash secured puts, $30 strikes. Okay, the stock's $27.84. I wrote $30 strikes for 410. In the money a bit. These are in the money, but I took the gamble. I wrote 4 of those. So those are in the money, not out of the money. But you know what? You're offering to buy back your GameStop shares for $25.90. What a wonderful person you are. You're so charitable and giving. Nice going. Look, if the stock sits at $28, those are down to $2 each. You've made 50% return on this thing. Nice going. John T, question. I have an in-the-money cash secured put that expires today and was exercised early this morning. What's their benefit since there was no premium left? Can you help me understand why it was exercised? Well, it all depends on who that is and what side of the market. It could be a shorter. It could be somebody short the stock at whatever price from 6 months ago, and they got bought in by their broker, and they had options, and they exercised their options to cover They're short position regardless of the premium or no premium. John, it could be a million reasons, and we don't care. You know, we just move on. Brian, sorry, in the money a bit. It's okay, Brian. You're still getting used to it like everyone else. Bobby, but I have purchased more BILs, inching closer to the 1,000 BIL goal by summertime. John T, got it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you're right. Why are people exercising their options? It might be forced. It might be the broker forcing someone to exercise their contracts to cover other positions. It could be a hedge fund that is involved in 500,000 shares short, and they've got a bunch of contracts that are being exercised. I have no idea. I really don't know. John, I still made money, and that is the point. You still made money. Now you're long the stock. You can sell the stock and write new cash secured puts. Pick the ones you want to write and bring in time premium above and beyond book value if you're doing that. Absolutely, John. Make more money. Absolutely. Giddy up. Have you noticed your SOFI? 1647. We're climbing again, going back to that 1650 neighborhood. Again, here we are, 1648 on your SOFI, kids. Are you happy? I'm happy. Jen's here. How you doing, Jen?
I'm happy.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Can't talk, but I'm happy.
Can't speak. She's got to get her coffee going. I had a real tough time today getting that coffee machine to work for me. I had to turn it off, unplug it, plug it in, flip the lid.
It's the on-off button.
Yeah. You know what I ended up doing? When it said it'll brew now, I held the button in and wouldn't let it go until it made the damn. I did it twice.
Forced it.
I forced it. I had to jam it down its throat to make me a damn cup of coffee. I need my coffee in the morning, man. I'm up at 3:30. I need my coffee. I made it. It's okay. All right. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning.
Mandu number 5, good morning, Auntie Jen. Richard Carlin, I've been a member of this channel for 46 months. Good morning, Auntie Jen, he says. Free range, 0 volume on GameStop, Jan 26 puts. Any theories why? It's an odd number put. It's not a 25. It's not a 30. It's so far out. I don't know. Jan 26. I don't know. Jan 26. You're not talking January 26, 26, are you? You're talking this one, aren't you? I don't know. Walter, good morning, Auntie Jen. Dude, a lot of positions are unwinding today. That's the other reason why some folks are getting exercised around here. Yes, indeed. Oh, free range. Jan 26, my bad. Okay, got it. Yeah. Alex, good morning, Auntie Jen from Alex.
Good morning, Alex.
Alex just mentioned a few minutes ago that he has already made his target of 10% return for the month, and we're only halfway through the month.
Yes.
Alex got problems. What's he going to do for the other half of the month? You just going to make more money? Like, now what, Alex? Now what?
Raise your target.
You're going to raise your target to 14%? Now what's the problem? Alex has issues. I love it. Free range, good morning, Auntie Jen. And look at your SOFI, 1651 on your SOFI. Giddy up, everybody. 1651 on your SOFI. Here we go again. Are we going to break 17 today? We broke 16 yesterday. We broke 15 the day before that. We broke 14 the day before that. Are we breaking 17 today? 1652 on your SOFI right now. I think we're reaching the high of the day again. I think we're beginning to push the high of the day around. And we are. 1652 on 7 million volume. In 24 minutes. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you in the house. The final session for Biden. President Biden, we're up 300 points on the Dow. Thank you, President Biden, for being a great president, keeping everything calm, not creating any ridiculous panic out there, allowing the market to go up 25% in 2023, allowing the market to go up 25% in 2024, and staying the hell out of everybody's way. Thank you very much. I know this goes over so well with all of you. What did we have? The question of the day. Auntie Jen, you're not going to believe my question of the day. You're not going to believe it.
How many people are going skiing this weekend?
That's what it was. It was how many people are going skiing this weekend. You can't believe my question of the day. We have 190 thumbs ups, by the way. This is pretty good stuff. 315 answers to the question of the day. Under President Trump, the stock markets will be higher in 2025 and 2026. What do you think the answers are?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
How many percentage say yes and how many percentage say no to that question?
Because it seems like the laws that used to apply to economics don't apply anymore.
Well,
We have so many other influences in there.
well,
But if he is going to put on as many tariffs as he says, the economy is going to suffer because people aren't going to have the same amount of money to go out and buy things.
inflation.
People have to buy things.
Inflation,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to do about the migrant problem.
And tax cuts.
Oh, well, he's going to give tax cuts. Of course, he's going to do that, but they do not trickle down. Nothing ever trickles down. So, yeah, I think
What do you think my viewers are saying?
Monday is a good time to be flat.
It might be a good day today to go flat. Yes.
It's a day to go flat.
Well, here's
Sit
the
back and see
here
what the world
here
wants to do.
here are the results of the poll.
Okay.
73% of the viewers who've answered the poll
Yeah.
say the markets were going to hit new higher highs in 25 and 26,
I wouldn't be surprised.
and 27% say no. So
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
we have a lot of Trump fans here. So, of course, we're in the stock market, and of course, we have Trump fans. Most people who play the stock markets are those who have money, and a lot of people who have money are Republican type people. There are very wealthy Democrats out there, I will admit. I don't know, no doubt about that. 192 thumbs up, by the way. We'll need 8 more for 200. This is awesome. Thank you, kids. But so far, 73% of the 316 who have answered that question are saying, well, I think under Trump we are going to have higher highs. So let's find out. Okay. Well, we'll see what's going on. Okay, everybody. Thank you all for joining me and answering the question and putting in your thoughts. Love you. We love you. We're here to make money. That's what we're here for. We're not here for politics anyway. We're here for money. But there is a new president coming, so I had to ask the question, the new president, what do you think is going to happen? Now we know. Okay. It's official. Splair, good morning, Auntie Jen. It's getting foggy here, 5 to 10 meters next to me. I can't even see the house next to me. It's covered in fog in Dortmund.
Yeah.
Hostergaard, what's this? Something say SOFI goes up $1. Would write $20 or $22 strike puts generate more money in that movement? Just trying to get a feel how the strike price difference work when it goes up. Well, obviously, if the stock goes up on SOFI, the puts will drop in value. That could move people from going in from 15 puts to 17 puts, or 17 puts to 20s, 20s to 22s, 22s to 25s. The higher the stock goes on SOFI, the lower these puts will go, and that means it's rollover time for more cash. Hostergaard, good morning, Auntie Jen. Stewart, good morning, Auntie Jen. Hostergaard was curious about this SOFI thing.
Good morning, Ostergaard. Good morning, Stuart.
Yeah, if SOFI goes up $1, those Jan 20 puts will probably drop. You're sitting on a mountain of cash, $22 payoff, and you're watching those puts just drop and drop, and you'll do a rollover to 25s. You'll probably grab $3-4 more in cash. Again, on every put you rewrite, some of you are doing 20, some of you are doing 50. Some of you are doing 100 of these now. 100 puts at $400 a put into your hands. That's $40,000 more dollars into your hands for 100 puts. $40,000 more dollars. 5% interest, that's $2,000 a year more in interest. 8% yield on ETFs, $3,200 more into your pocket. On top of the $40,000. Hello. Thank you very much. Let's keep this game going. I like this game. This is fun. This is all good times. 1642 on SOFI. We got the 1652 a few moments ago. We're jumping around. It's option expiry day, third Friday of the month. Welcome to the party, pal. Oh, this is good. Hoster, I just wonder what's dropping faster in value, higher or lower stock price. Yes, of course. If the 1 year out contracts, they will move. but they won't move penny for penny. They won't do that. The contracts that are 3 months in, that only have like 3 months left to go, or a month left to go, a week and a half, 2 weeks left to go, they'll move penny for penny if they're in the money. They're that close, but they don't have any time premium left on them. 3 months out, there's some time premium. 6 months out, there's more time premium. 1 year out, you've got definitely time premium. And you have to decide which contract you want to write for the shrinkage. Do you want to write 17s? The 17s are only worth 58 cents. The 20s are only worth $3.58. Isn't that interesting how these 20s are shrinking in book value right now as this stock goes higher? It's a wonderful thing. Thank you. Thanks for the answer. You're welcome. It's what I do. Thank you so much. Those of you who are Gold Bagel members of the channel, answer, question away, fire away. 1650 on your SOFI. Again, we've hit 1650. This is what, the third time now, fourth time? Giddy on up. Auntie Jen is cranking a bagel in there. Oh,
I know, see, it's Friday.
We know what the bagel is today.
There's no
Absolutely.
choice.
We know what the bagel is today.
You just get what you get.
Starving for a bagel, anxiously awaiting my bagel. Yeah, babies. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see what's going to happen here, guys. Let's get you richer. Let's get you guys a lot richer. How much money a day are you guys making in interest now on your cash balances? I was asking them to relate it to hot dogs at Costco.
Oh.
A Costco hot dog's
okay.
$1.50.
Yeah.
Are you making one hot dog a day of interest? Are you making half a hot dog? Are you
Yeah.
making 3 hot dogs a day?
How big is that
How
pile?
many Costco hot dogs a day in interest are you making right now in your cash balances using your BIL ETFs or those corporate bond ETFs? What kind of interest are you doing? Thank you all. Herstergaard, I got myself a $22 strike from when it was last at 16. And so I was just speculating if 20 would have dropped faster, probably much difference for Jan 26, probably not too much difference. But they're both dropping, aren't they?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to know if anybody or how many of you have been into Washington and have seen the stone sculpture of Martin Luther King.
Oh,
I can imagine it's very impressive in person.
I would imagine it would be.
It's just out of a big chunk of rock. And then
Is it granite?
Yeah, it's granite. Yes.
Made from granite. Yeah. Jen and I were in Washington, D.C. with Jennifer Jr.
We've seen the wall.
Way back.
That was way back.
Way back we went there. That was in about
Early
2002,
2000, yeah.
2003. Jen Jr. was 17, 16, 17 years old.
Not even.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's right. She was 14, 13. Just a kid. But we took her to Washington. We wanted to show her, why is it that every day, almost every day on the news, there's a story out of Washington? Why is that? What's about that? What's with that town? And so we went and saw the White House, and we saw the Congress building. We went to Smithsonian's several days in a row. Yeah, and we saw the monuments and all that. So she got a better handle. We also went to Pennsylvania, just north of Washington. We went into Virginia, to Gettysburg. Yeah, we went to the battlefield of Gettysburg. That was one of my bucket lists. So we did that. Found that interesting. Again, we highly recommend it. Definitely, very interesting. The history of the United States. As 3 Canadians. We wanted to see that. And it was my second formal trip to Washington. I'd been to Washington before with my parents back in the 70s. And the same thing, my father wanted the kids to see Washington. And he wanted to see it himself. And at that time, Mr. Nixon was in the White House at that time, interestingly enough. Anyway, history. There you go. Thank you, everybody. let's see. We have Roach on a Tree is sending a donation of $4.99. Been a while, Uncle Bruce. Have you all scoped out the open interest on the $15 strike SOFI calls expiring today? Possible gamma squeeze at the close. Is that possible? We're 1658 on SOFI. We're at the high of the day right now, Roach on a Tree. So I don't know. Maybe there is a splair. I can't wait until I see watching myself. Dude, I just went to the Modern Art Museum when I was there and skipped all the political stuff. There you go, Jeff. A very moving memorial. We saw it in 2012, the Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I think I just imagine it's very impressive.
Yeah, Larry, of course, I've seen the MLK stone statue. It's about a 20-minute bike ride away from me. Hostergaard, never been to the Americas, but my dad traveled extensively and had adventures in the U.S. and Canada in his youth. I could ask him if he's seen it. We're from Denmark, Norway, by the way, so we're a little
Hostergaard.
on the other side of the pond. I do have.
Well, here, take that one too.
Could I
I
have that
munched it
one
up now.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I think it's 20 feet tall.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
one. It's
A
yeah.
big old hunk of granite.
Yep, that's right. A raw dog. I never. Yep, did that anti-gen. It's amazing. I've seen it. Dude, some of the best restaurants in the country are in DC. Not BC, DC. Stephen Butler, the Dow Jones would have to go up over 64,000 in the next 4 years to equal the percentage gain during the Biden administration. That's how well the markets have done in the Biden era. I don't know if we're going to get that, but no, we'll try. SOFI 1664 on your SOFI, up 34 cents. 1660. We're moving. Larry, Uncle Bruce, I was still in high school the last time you were here, by the way. Hostergaard, he was this close to moving us all to Canada when I was a kid, when some family moved there. I could have been a Canadian, says Hostergaard. Charlie, doing my poor man covered call on IBM, rolled out of the 225 covered calls I had written at a small loss, but rolled out to a massive premium profit 2 weeks out. Would love to get exercise now. Nice going, Charlie. SOFI 1666 when the bagel arrives. Rock and roll, everybody.
That's right.
Cheers. I got the roasted sesame seeds on top of the grape jelly, on top of the toasted bagel. Giddy up. Bobby, I was too young to remember my Washington, D.C. visit. I know I saw the giant rock stick there, you know, that Washington Memorial thing.
The giant phallic symbol, that one.
Yeah.
History loves giant phallic symbols.
What's amazing to me, I didn't know this. I only knew this about 10, 15 years ago. I only found out about it. The Washington Memorial was delayed years and years and years and years and years. You would think that a memorial to the first ever president of the United States would just go right up there. Nope. They had all kinds of problems with that
I
structure.
have no idea
and
how
financing
popular
things.
he was. Like,
Yeah.
was he a 51% president? Or
Yeah.
was he a 91%?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mhm. I know the Washington Memorial was renovated about, 10 years ago? In the last 20 years. And the money for that was not a problem.
Oh, no.
But the original building of the Washington Memorial was controversial, mega controversial in its day. Anyway, it is what it is. Walter, very much enjoy your show. Politics, not so much. I wanted to be thumbs up number 200 today. Jeff Glass, the MLK Memorial didn't open until 2011.
Right, yeah.
Obama was president. Stephen, I should clarify, the Dow Jones would have to close at or above 64,500 to equal the Biden presidency production. We got a famous statue in Denmark too, the Little Mermaid. It's very tiny, which surprised a lot of tourists. It's just a tiny little thing. They come from around the world to see this little tiny statue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for someone to say it's life size.
It's life size.
Yeah.
People love statues. People hate statues.
Pigeons love statues.
Pigeons love statues.
People hate pigeons. Ergo, A equals C. People hate statues.
There you go. Larry Titus, the Washington Monument was delayed due to the American Civil War. That's why the color of the stone changes halfway up.
Oh,
They were
that's
using
cool.
rock from a different part of the quarry after the war. There you go. There, it's a whole story.
See?
It's a fascinating story. American history is fascinating.
It is. It is. Oh.
There you go. And the Dow's up 321. SoFi 1654. Rocket Lab up 20. GameStop up 11. Look at that. Jeff Glass, we actually saw Obama take off in Marine One from the White House lawn on that trip. Very cool to see the President of the United States leaving the White House in the Marine One helicopter.
Yes, we've seen Air Force One. Very impressive. Taking one last circle of the valley before he left.
Yeah, we watched here in the desert at the Palm Springs International Airport. Air Force One came here from Washington to pick up the family and the body of President Ford when he passed away. So they had the funerals. They had a funeral here, a memorial, and then they had the procession go to the airport, and President Ford was placed on Air Force One, and the family went on the plane, and then that plane took off and did a loop all around the valley as a final goodbye to his favorite place in the world, right here, Rancho Mirage, California. He loved it here. And then the plane headed to Washington, and they did the ceremonies there. And then he ended up in Michigan, where he's from.
Got
President
to see
Ford.
the big plane.
Yep. And the Betty Ford Clinic is still operating here in the Valley at the Eisenhower Medical Center for those addicted to drugs and alcohol and other treatments. The Betty Ford Center, very, very loved here. I mean, just supported here dramatically. 1661 on your SoFi, by the way. Okay. What else is going on here? Hostergaard, it is life-sized, but it's funny when they all come all the way from China to see it. It's a human-sized mermaid on a rock in the water. They're going, that's it? You came all the way from China to see this? Dude, well, Uncle Bruce, I've got my puts and I've sold my calls. I'd say I deserve a bagel break. There you go, Bobby. Have a great long weekend, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Back to the beach and booze. He's on holiday in Mexico.
Go get him, Bobby.
Enjoy the warm weather, buddy.
Stay away from the
Hostergaard.
worm.
And apparently in Poland, they got a sister mermaid statue too, and there's some historical connection. I can't remember it, but it looks towards its sister, I think, or something like that. Who knows? Google it, I guess. I don't know. The Supreme Court has upheld the TikTok ban.
Oh,
Just came out.
and well, I'll go online and see what their explanation is.
It was passed by the Congress, signed by the president. It's a law.
Well, and I'm on both sides.
Yeah.
It's censorship.
Yeah.
I'm a grown up. I can decide what I'm going to read. But it's also hate speech, which needs to be controlled. It's malinformation. Yeah.
And it's an indictment on who owns it.
Exactly. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy
Yeah.
in front of a camera, in front of a green screen, trying to help you make money. TikTok is its own story. Make of the story what you will, but I'm trying to help you make money in the market. 1662, 1657 on SoFi. We're up here, looking good. Will we break 17 today on SoFi? And could we hit a new high today? Could that happen? A new multi-year high. We're getting closer. Every penny. We're watching this. We'll see what's going on. All right. Hostergaard. In Norway, well, there's the natural wonders, of course. Kirag, Bolton, Preek, Stolen, Oj. I can't even pronounce these things for statues. Maybe the Three Swords Monument. It's pretty cool. Dude, censorship is wrong. That's all I have to say about it. There you go. That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you, Forrest Gump. That's all I have to say about that.
Lisa wants to know, would U.S. teens be using a VPN to access the banned TikTok?
Oh, sure. How long do you think it takes them to think of that?
That's Auntie Jen's thought. There you go. It be what it be. It is what it is. I don't know. Welcome to the party, pal. Bagel is tasty, baby. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups today and answering my question of the day. 206 thumbs ups. You guys are amazing. You're awesome. Thank you. 336 answers to the poll question. 72% say yes. Under President Trump, the markets this year and next year will hit new highs. 72% say yes. 28% say no. Thank you for participating in that question today. Kind of want to get your thoughts on that. I appreciate it. Welcome all to the show. SoFi 1664 on your SoFi. We're going higher. 1665. Here it goes. That bagel is so good. Love that bagel. Westergaard, you make a good point. Not sure what to think about this ban. I love freedom of expression. Hate speech. Gotta wonder. Yeah. It's not an easy topic.
If a book is banned, I go out and buy it. I will go and read it. Why did you ban it?
Yeah. What can I say? It is what it is. We be what we be, and that's all we can say that we be. There you have it, everybody. Thank you all for joining us today. Look, you're going to get Monday off, whether you like it or not. Monday is going to be one hell of a show. You decide what you want to do with it. Jen and I are more focusing on Saturday and Sunday. Football, NFL football. We're going to be watching that. And Monday, I don't know what we're up to. I'm definitely going to sleep in. I sure need the rest.
Tuesday's going to be so hard. When we can sleep in for 3 days.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday's
the
tough.
Next day is always a tough one.
Tuesday's a tough one.
Because, you slept in, you go to bed later.
Certainly. Well, we're going to find out all about that. In the meantime, I'll be watching SoFi all day today, as will you. We'll watch all the other stocks together, watch the markets. Please make a lot of money. Get richer. And keep me posted on how it's going. Thank you again for all your kind words and your tolerance for all the opinions expressed by everybody here. Welcome all to the program. It's at the end of the day, we're just trying to make money. It's really not personal. It's just money. It's just business, baby. And so thank you, everyone. Free range. Hey, have a lovely long weekend. Uncle Bruce, Auntie Jen, thank you for everything. Uncle Bruce, thank you from Dude. Thank you, Dude. Free range. James of the Misty Tree, Hostergaard, Lisa, Dude, all of you, thank you. James is saying here, a security issue. How many times have we been victims of a data breach on our insurance, our retail stores, credit cards, our workplace, our governments? Of course, it is what it is. And welcome to the world in which we are a part of. What can I say? Boeing Tiger, neat. There you go, Hostergaard. See you, and thanks for today. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Get some rest, and let's get back at it on Tuesday together, and enjoy the shrinkage. Dude, here's a super sticker for you. $3. Thank you, Dude. Thank you all for those who are making donations to us through PayPal, and these super stickers and these super chats and buying classes and all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for your support, keeping Jen and I going. We thank you. That's a little bit of hot dog money right there. We'll take the hot dog money. It's all good. 3 days for my wound to heal, says Splair. Chillax and produce YouTube videos. Can't wait. Hang in there, my friend. Take it easy, Splair. Random number 5. Neat. Have a relaxed long weekend, everybody. Stephen Butler. Neat. That's right. Don't forget the knee emojis, the Knights of Knee, who control it all. Don't be fooled who actually controls this market. Thank you, Hector. Splair. Uncle Bruce, there was a $3 sticker from Dude. That was pretty good. Thank you. James, graze a glass to significant shrinkage. And Hostergaard, neat, Jay Gill, neat. Don't forget, the knee emojis. Walter, looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Enjoy the weekend. Thank you, Walter. All the best to you and your family. Dude, thank you. Larry Titus, neat. Thank you, buddy. Have a great one, everybody, and relax, enjoy, and let's see how this market reacts Tuesday. Okay, all. Thank you, everybody. From Rancho Mirage, it's Uncle Bruce. It's Auntie Jen saying
Bye.
bye.